So welcome you all to a deep analysis of the map Mongolian Heights. Not a personal favorite. I actually, to be honest, dodged it for months because I really dislike the map. But it's part of the map pool and ranked, so we have to find a way to play it. And I was thinking a lot about the map and which civilization I would like to be my get-go on this map. So I decided to do a video about it with the Rus as my central civilization. I think the Rus is a really powerful, flexible civilization, also pretty strong on water. So that's gonna be my get-go on Mongolian Heights. So let's take a look at the map first. So Mongolian Heights, I've revealed the whole map. What's special about Mongolian Heights? Because it has a river in the middle of the map, so all the water is connected from up until bottom simply because there's a river running through the entirety of the map. So pre-game you already got some decisions to make. Am I gonna contest that water with my own dock? That can be an early dock, that can be a late dock, or am I gonna ignore the water completely? Ignoring the water is really hard to do because it gives such an economical boost in food. If you get like 6 or 7 fishing ships out, especially the Russ fishing boats, who got buffed, double the HP, double the gather rate, double the carry capacity. It really kicks in after a couple of minutes, and it keeps on ticking until like 25-30 minutes when most of the fish is gone. So I like to contest the water, but you can choose a civilization which don't. You can choose the Chinese and go for a Song Dynasty second TC boom, or you can choose Holy Roman Empire and decide to go fast castle, take as much relics as possible, take the sacred site on your side of the map, and those villagers who don't have to mine gold, put them on food. So you're gonna flip it around. You're gonna take the economical boost on gold instead of food. But let's think from the perspective of the Rus. We're gonna contest that water. So even when you go in early dock, you still have to adjust what your opponent is doing. If your opponent is also going in early dock, you want to hit feudal age as fast as possible so you can transform your ships into arrow ships and kill his fishing boats, and thereby killing his food economy, in which he invested a lot. If you see an English opponent who goes in early man-at-arms play, you want to wall off that crossing, maybe set up an outpost near your dock for the defensive, so you're gonna skip a fishing boat or two to make sure your dock keeps alive, stays alive. Staying alive. So the crossings, that's another unique thing about this map. You got 3 crossings, one in the middle, one on the top side, and one on the bottom. So you can have a lot of map control if you wall this off. If you put a horizontal wall over here, and you do the same for the other 2 crossings, you can decide when units get through. Especially the Rus, who has double the HP of wooden walls, palisade walls, it's gonna take a long time for the opponent to get through those walls, so you have all the time to prepare. You can put up an outpost behind the wall, you can put up some archers behind the wall, if he's banging on the wall with spears. If he's banging on the wall with some knights, put some crossbowmen behind the wall, and you can even double wall if you want to get you some extra time, repair the walls. So a lot of stuff you can do to buy yourself some extra time. Another advantage of controlling the 3 crossings is that you can build a gate and flood in knights or horsemen to raid the opponent when you want to. So he has to take into account there is a possibility of raiding happening, and you can just do it if you want to, or threaten with it, and he has to react because he doesn't know how many you're going to invest in those units. And last but not least, something happened to me against the F2 abuser. I had a dock over here, and I was too late with walling the crossings, so we put a vertical wall over there, put a vertical wall over here, and he just boxed in my dock with my fishing boats. And I put up 2 towers over here, put some scouts in it, and it just demolished my food economy completely. So that's Mongolian Heights for short. One thing before I forget, Mongolian Heights has a lot of cliff sides with a lot of sheep and wolves. So especially when playing the Rus or against the Rus, you want to contest those wolves and you want to contest those sheep. Simply because if your opponent ignores the water, you don't want to give him all the sheep. You want him to go out on the map so you have more potential to raid when you want to. So as a Rus player, I also like to go a second scout simply to get those bounty from the wolves and deer, and also to get those sheep to deny them from your opponent. So let's go to a Rus game and do a Rus build order. Simply you have something like to get go to hang on to when you're playing the game. So we're gonna quit the match. We're gonna start a new solo. We're gonna play Rus. We're gonna play Mongolian Heights. We don't want the map revealed anymore, it's concealed, so let's get into the game. So I'm gonna start with 4 villages on wood for a constant wood supply, 2 villages on food, so we can make non-stop villagers. I'm gonna make a scout first from the town hall, then a villager that's going to the river to build your dock. We want that dock next to a fishing pool so our villager can gather food over there, because we're gonna need those 3 villagers for a consistent production of villagers from our town hall, and our remaining villagers are going to wood. So then we got a couple of choices to make. We can stop at 6 on wood and go full on food for that fast feudal, or 11 on wood for a consistent fishing boat production and then go feudal. But that also depends on what your opponent is doing. Is your opponent playing it slow? You can invest a little bit more on fishing boats. If your opponent is playing aggressive, you want that feudal so you can make an attack ship and better control those crossings. So let's get into the game. So 4 on wood. Let's go. Another scout, 2 on wood, and this scout is going to the other side of the river to deny sheep, to deny wolves, to scout what the opponent is doing, all those good stuff. So we already see over here, so probably gonna make our dock over there. We got our second scout that's going to gather sheep and wolves. This villager is going to build a dock over there, and this scout is just gonna check everything out. So next villager is gonna be on the wood, and we've got a lot of deer over here, so we're gonna kill that for the bounty. And we see that wolf, and this is gonna make a duck over there and then go get it. And he's gonna make a house. It's my house in the middle of the street, my house. So the house finished just in time. Killing those deer. I'm gonna pull the wolf over there and just gonna check out the rest. So do we almost got our duck up, and the villager production is going stable. We just wanna get more sheep and more wolves and stuff like that. So our duck is up. I don't see any food. No. And we already got 8 on wood. Because we're going that late feudal, we want our consistent production of fishing boats. So we're really having a hard time making it with those villagers on food. Yes, and our fishing boat is gonna get there over there. It's a long way. Luckily Ruth don't have to go back to the dock to bring their food. That's a big advantage, that they just can harvest where they are. So we're gonna need another house. And we really want to have some food. And we almost got our 10 villagers or 11 villagers on wood, and then we're gonna transition to food again for our feudal age. So 11, and we're gonna gather some sheep again. So ideally you want to get those wolves back to your camp. So I think we've got enough wood, so we're gonna build some crossings. At the 4-minute mark, that's a good time to build those crossings. And we have the wood to supply that now. So who's always in heavy micro in the early game. And I think this can also be walled off already. Why not? Why take the risk? And let's refresh the wood line. And put another house. We've got enough. And we also want a wall over there. So and then just go over there. So we've got 4 or 5 fishing boats. We do want some more. And we've got enough villagers for the Golden Gate. We're also gonna tap on the Golden Gate, and these villagers are going to gold. And if we've got like 8 villagers on gold, we're gonna gather some stone for our keep drop. That's it. So we walled everything off. Always good. Those are 9 villagers. That's a little bit too much for all our wood. So let's put like 4 on the gold instead. And we've got 5 fishing ships, number 6 and 7. 7, I think 7 is enough. 7 should be enough. So got our Golden Gate. That on the later side, but that's what we chose to do, is because we wanted that constant supply of fishing boats. So we can build a stable now. So we can build a couple of knights to rest. We're gonna gather some stone already. So when we get to Castle Age, we can easily drop our keep. So from here on out, you got some choices. We can make a tower for the wood. We can already make like 2 knights. We can make a blacksmith for those upgrades. We got some tickets for when we need to. We've got like 8 on stone. We're gonna transition them to food again. Simply because fish is gonna run out someday. We can use that hunting cabin. We want some houses again. So we got our knight for potential raids. Army on a mess. I really love the ranged upgrades. The ranged upgrades are just so strong. Let's already make an archer range because we want to have some crossbowmen when we keep drop. So steady supply of stone. Lumber camp provided. Got 2 knights, so we can raid a little bit if you want to. Another archer range. 7 on stone, almost 8. We got a little bit more gold than we've got food, but we can invest them into upgrades. Double broad axe, for example, good upgrade. Especially we got like 14 villagers. 15 is like a ground rule when you're gonna need the economic upgrade like broad axe, horticulture, all those stuff. So you can make some archers if you want to, depending on if you see some spears. If we see like knights from the French, we're gonna go over the castle and make some crossbowmen. Hunting cabin, so we can still make those, so we can still do the wheelbarrow. So we're doing fine, doing nice. Got a lot of tickets and a lot of wood. So let's sell some wood and buy some food. Why not? Simply because we can. And we're gonna put those villagers here, like 10. That's a good amount for that Abbey of the Trinity. And when that's finished, the Abbey is gonna make wheelbarrow. So sell it, so we can do more upgrades. This is what I mean. Fishing boats running out. Can still make some extra archers. Yeah, mix in a knight or 2. We've already got like enough stone, so our stone villagers already gonna walk the walk. And gonna have some, we can say, let's castle drop. So we got a castle keep around the 12-minute mark. Gonna go there. And gonna do the upgrades, of course. Make some crossbowmen. Maybe even put in an for trebuchets. So we can use the keep as our pinpoint location. A warrior monk's gonna collect the relics. So we're 12 minutes into the game. We've got a really good economy. We're in castle age. We're doing fine on the resources. We have an offensive keep. We've got some upgrades in our bag. And you know, we're doing fine. We tend to a little bit on gold, so we're gonna sell some, and we're just gonna put some villages on gold. That's how we do it. Yeah. If you notice, you're missing out on one resource, you're gonna get to another. So if you want a trap, it's always a good rule of thumb to keep the villages a bit alike. And we've got our keep up. We got some extra wood over here. We got our crossbowmen. We got our archers. We've got knights. We've got an offensive keep. We've got a trebuchet incoming. We can make springles to counter the enemy springles. And it's 30 minutes into the game. We've got our first relic coming in. And after that, we're gonna pick up the second relic. Make the house and villager production go stable. And he's gonna pick up the next relic. Just because he can. And almost enough wood. Yes, another trap. Why not? Can even put in an extra archer range if you want to. And we're all fine. Oh well. I rather have the defensive upgrade because all our units profit from that, and attacking upgrade only our ranged attackers. So from here on out, you can do what you want to do. So we're a little bit high in the food, sell some. We're gonna make some springles just to counter those springles of the opponents. 2 traps. And get in the springles. I feel like at 16 villagers on gold, you can put some on food again. So we've got a good constant flow. Just gonna sell some wood, make another springald. There were 50 minutes in the game, single TC. Got 10 crossbowmen, 6 archers. We got 4 knights. Got 2 traps. We got springles coming out. We've got our upgrades are all going fine. We've got our wheelbarrow. So I hope you learned something from this video. And let's see you again at my next video. See you later!